Hi, this is Asim.
This is Sujoy.
This is Amrita.
And you're listening to Khandaan, a Bollywood podcast about the three main Khans of the Hindi film industry.
Amir,
Salman,
and Shara.
Hi, you're listening to Khandaan, a Bollywood podcast regular feed. Thank you so much for your support over the years. We now have a Patreon channel with bonus content and exclusive merch for those of you who would like to support us. Every dollar goes towards creating more and better content. Visit us at patreon.com/Khandaan podcast. A big shout out to all our Patreons, Rita, Netflix, Manveer, Swaroop, Sushant, Bolly Litsa, Sunita, Amrat, Beth, Sona, Amrita, Neha, Samyukta, Shehzad, Nim, Usama, Jasmine, Nandini, Sunita, Pamela, Ruhi, Rehani, Farzana, G, Deepta, Mofi, Karen, Devansh, Javeria, Supriya, Usha, Pranjal, Lina, Pweetums, Nika, SK, Abdullah, Shakila, Jackie, Navsharan, Irfan, Chitra, Manish, Shah, Drama Panda, Rebecca, Isa, Deepti. And of course, a mystery benefactor who does not want to be named.
Hi and welcome to a new episode of Khandaan Podcast. My name is Asim Bernie and I'm joined by my lovely co-hosts Amrita and Sujoy. Hey Amrita, hey Sujoy.
hello.
Hi, Asim. Hi, Sujoy.
Hello.
We are still kind of playing catch up with a lot of the stuff we've been missing out on. So I think, let's talk about it. We watched a few things. We watched Shamshera. We wanted to talk about the Maula Jatt trailer. I watched Indian Matchmaking and a few other things. So where should we start first? Shall we start with Shamshera? Sorry, this is gonna be like the tongue twister for me. Shamshera.
ये कहानी है उसकी जो कहता था गुलामी किसी की अच्छी नहीं होती और आजादी तुम्हें कोई देता नहीं, आजादी छीननी पड़ती है। ये कहानी है शमशेरा की। अरे कोई नई बात बता खजूरी, ये बात तो बचपन से सुन के जवान हुआ हूं मैं।
It's been out for a while, and we just didn't get a chance to talk about it. I went on BBC Asian Radio for Harun's show with Sucharita, and we talked about Shamshera, but I don't know where that podcast or that episode went to. So I'll have to check with Harun, but we didn't get a chance to talk about it. Amrita, you didn't watch Shamshera, right?
Well, I was going to, and then you talked me out of it. You told me it was the worst thing you've ever seen.
We are great friends. We saved you money and, time more than anything. I know how valuable that is for you. Sujoy, what did you think of Shamshera?
I thought it wasn't as bad as you sold it out to me. It was okay. It was not terrible. It was neither the best thing that I had ever seen. But I thought if they could have just focused on a few things and, let other things go out of the scope of the story, they could have done a much more better job in telling the story. And it's a movie that tries to do so many things and fails on a lot of things, and it's mostly mediocre at the rest.
Wow, Sujoy. I hope you never give an endorsement to anything that I do.
The most passive aggressive thing ever. You should be on Indian Matchmaking, yeah.
I am Sima, Aunty.
I don't know even what even the positives you're saying. For me, it was terrible. This movie was terrible. It's either underwritten or it was directed straight from a PowerPoint Yashraj PowerPoint pitch deck or something like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't care about anybody, any of the characters. It definitely doesn't care about Vani Kapoor, dude, Amrita. The finale of this movie is like a drag out fight between Ranbir and Sanjay Dutt. And Vani gets she's holding her baby in her arm, but they gave her just like a prop. Like, it's the worst baby since, Twilight, she has
American Sniper. I don't know, American Sniper.
It's they gave her like a sack of flour, and she's just squeezing the hell out of it and screaming, "Oh, Shamshera, mera bacha," and all that kind of shit. And it's like, it looks like the worst fake baby in the world. And that's like a good summary of what this movie is. Like, where they should have been delivering, they just under-delivered totally. They just couldn't hack it. Like, did you watch the Kale Nena song?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What did you think about Kale Nena?
I mean, it was clearly like a rehash of Katrina in Thugs of Hindustan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh. I just like that song is so badly shot. Like, it doesn't do disservice in terms of choreography. The way it's shot, it's all kind of like low angles. The stage looks very, very cheap. And all of it looks, to me, it looked very cheap. Like, even they're basically, the setup is they're in this town, fortress where they are mistreated, their people. This tribe, I guess, right?
Amerans.
Yeah. And the whole place looks cheap. Like, it looks like a set. It doesn't look good, and it should give us like grand scale. Even like KGF did that better. And I don't know why, like, with the budget they had, with the time they had, and the people involved, why they just couldn't give us more of a polished product. I got really, really mad out of that movie. Like, I was super excited. I wanted to see Ranveer back on screen, and we root for Ranveer. At least I do. I like Vani Kapoor. I want her to do well, and she needs to get out of that Yashraj contract, man. The only good thing she's done has been that other movie, Chandigarh Kare Aashiki, and that was outside of Yashraj. So she needs to get out of there. I don't know what contract they have, but break it, man. Do a Shraddha Kapoor or something like that. This movie made me really, really mad. I'm probably sure it's going to be landing on Prime or something like that soon. So I'm keen to hear if you'll end up watching it or not, Amrita, because I think it will enrage you, this movie. It's really bad.
I think it's very much trying, like Karan Malhotra, who previously made Agnipath and Brothers, and this is pretty much a rehash of Agnipath in a way, because he's trying to avenge the wrong that has been done to his father, but also at the same time it's sort of a Bahubali template as well. The father and the son are the same, and sort of he's growing up in a wildling kind of situation. He's going to then avenge him against in a very very evil Kancha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, although Kancha is playing basically Gulshan Grover, man.
Yeah.
He's totally like Kesaria Velaiti bad, man.
Yeah, he is. Like, oh my God, Sanjay Dutt has forgotten everything to do with acting. I think he's just really high on some hyper coked up product, and he's just like, he's on level 50, whereas everybody else is on level 10.
I think it was just a choice that they made. I think it was, and that's kind of the problem. They're also veering into these 80s masala kind of like, those Dharmendra movies like Tiranga or something like that kind of thing. Like, it's all of those mishmash together, and the mishmash doesn't work, And it really made me sad, because I wondered, like, was Agnipath then a fluke? If he's not delivered since, and that was a remake.
Yeah.
And this is so below bar. Like, Brothers is better than this. Like, I like Brothers more than this. Do we just not have any masala directors anymore? Like, is Farah Khan the only one? Like, that's sad, no? Like, this is what we want. Like Ali Abbas Safar is one that can deliver, but he's just had Bharat, and that kind of flopped too. Then there's the Rohit Shetty, which I just don't like. And then there's only Farah Khan left. That's sad, man. Like, I want more people.
What did Kabir Khan make last? Tube Light, was it?
But I don't feel like he's a masala
83.
director necessarily. Yeah.
83, of course. Yeah.
I don't slot him in that masala director zone though. Although I do have to add one thing. Like, so these Khamerans or whatever they're called, they are basically cheated, right? They the Angrez are telling them they get a plot of land and they go into this fortress and then they get locked up there for like 30 years. And their life is a hell now. So I did understand that allegory living in Britain, you know, of a nation of people getting tricked by a lie, and now life is a hellhole, which that kind of resonated with me at least. You know? But that was it. And I don't think that was intended. Let's move on. Actually, funnily, we are in this whole KGF, Shamshera look. The trailer for Maula Jatt dropped.
ये नहीं पता कि इस कहानी का अंजाम ये होगा। ये नहीं पता कि मैं पुत्र नहीं पूरे पिंड दी मौत लेके आई हूं।
पाकिस्तानी रवायत के मुताबिक किसी जवान ते अथरे नट दे सिर ते रख दी जाए
ते जाके नूरी नू कैद खाने चो बाहर लिया। इसमें एक बेले च दो शेर नहीं रह सकते, एक जागीर च दो बब्बर शेर नहीं रह सकते।
Oh, what did you guys think, Amrita? What did you guys think of? What did you think of the Maula Jatt trailer?
I am really excited. Like I mean, I've been excited about these movies for a long time. I think so. I haven't seen the original one. Have you seen the original?
I might have, but all Sultan Rahi movies look exactly the same. So I'm not 100% sure if I've seen this one or the one with the Gandasa. It might be one or the other. I'm not sure. There's one with the
one
axe.
with the Gandasa?
There's one with a pole. He's hitting everybody with a pole, and then there's one with the axe. So I think Maula Jatt is the one with the axe, and then the other one where he's like has a pole. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But there's like 6 Maula Jatt movies. There's not one. There's like 6 of them.
Okay.
Like, if there is a franchise that needs to be remade and is ripe for a remake, then obviously this is one of those IPs, right?
I guess. I don't know. I honestly don't know if Maula Jatt needs to be remade, but I guess it has.
But with Fawad?
I don't know. I'll get into it, but yeah.
Okay.
I want to hear Amrita's thoughts first.
So I'm just interested in seeing like this cast of people because like all of them are just like people that I want to see on the screen. I know that I'll never see this on the big screen. It's never going to come to India. It's never going to release in India.
Yeah,
like,
true.
It's never going to
We're not
happen.
going to get it.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm hoping this will make it to some kind of streaming service. I don't even know like where it's going to release in Pakistan because like my understanding is that Pakistan doesn't have that many theaters also because it's like it's haram or whatever.
No.
So
No. That's not.
No?
That's not accurate.
Okay. Okay, because I remember like somebody telling me there was only like one theater in Islamabad, like I don't know, like 10 years ago.
Oh, that I don't know, but Karachi is like that. Like
Karachi
we
is
have
maybe
lots
separate.
of theaters. It's fine.
Okay. So I don't know like where this is being released. Is it just Pakistan? Is it going to come to like the United States and the UK?
It's definitely coming to the UK, and I'm taking Sujoy to watch with me. And
I'm so
Amrita,
jealous.
tu bhi aaja, come. Let's,
I'll just run out and get a visa and like come over. I really truly want to see this movie. I wish I could see it on the big screen, but I'll make do with like a streaming service if hopefully they just sell it to somebody. Maybe Z will buy it because Z buys all the Pakistani content.
Yeah.
And then I'll have a reason to go on Z5 again.
Although in a way, this is going to be like a solely Pakistani movie. It's not going to be like we hate India or anything. India's not going to be involved in this movie whatsoever,
Yeah.
So if you are watching Korean movies and Italian movies, why not watch this? It has nothing to do with
that's
India,
not
I guess.
the
Right?
logic.
Honestly, the hateful shit I get to watch from India towards Pakistan, like this is fine. This is going to be fine. You're going to survive it.
That's not how the logic works. So it's never going to come out here. But that scene where like Mahira is like telling off Fawad and she's just like Meri Izzat Mole, and like
Yeah.
I'm just like, wow, I want to see this. Also, I didn't know that they all spoke Punjabi that fluently. Like I was like really impressed by that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's from Lahore, no? Fawad is from Lahore.
Acha,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Sujoy.
So I see that this is going to be Pakistan's most expensive movie, and it has the prettiest faces, and I'm already like sold on that. This movie has been in production for so long. We've like seen teasers and posters and trailers, and it's for so long. And then the pandemic happened, so I'm all hyped up about this. And this trailer delivers. I'm ready to see some gandasas fly, man. And like I joke tweeted about it. I really want Waleed and Aisha to have and Kamala to have a cameo in this new universe of Maula Jatt. But I'm definitely going to watch this with you at the cinema, hopefully.
Yeah. As long as they eat arm with parantha, I'll be fine. You know, that's the tie-up I want. You know, like, I don't care how this movie is. I just want to fully support it. Like, I don't want good things to happen. I don't care. Like, even if this movie is shit, I'm going to talk good about it. You know, it's like, it's like Barack Obama for black people. Like, I don't care. Like, he bombed my country with drones, but people still like him. This is what it's going to be. This movie might even deliver drone strikes. I'm going to be fine with it. It's like Fawad and Mahira are literally like the only two people in Pakistan that I love so much, and watching them together in this look, not like some, Teriyar drama or anything like that, like looking at them, like Fawad being a badass, even just that, like I've not seen this, I want him to see like kick ass, and the scope of it, the scale of it is something that like Pakistan cinema has never seen. I am so excited, and I'm also glad that it seems to be a very grounded kind of movie. Like they're not hopefully not going to have like CGI lions like in Kalank or bulls that he's fighting. He's just fighting people, and he has like, a gandasa, and he's hitting them with that. That's what I want. Keep it basic, I actually joined a Pakistani space, Twitter space last night. I didn't contribute. I was just kind of listening to see what, my people are saying. And there is just so much excitement for this movie, which makes me so happy, that people have finally a product that they can rile up behind. And, it can be like, like a Crazy Rich Asians or something like that, like just go watch, go with, bunch of dudes or bunch of guys, or I don't necessarily feel this might be a family friendly movie, because it does look very like violent to a certain degrees. But is it going to be more violent than RRR? I don't know, and I think I think it looks great. I just hope that they can deliver with the music. Maybe that's going to be really cool too. We haven't heard too much about that yet, and Pakistani music has been really good in the last few years, and I hope they can incorporate that in the movie making too. I didn't watch Bilal Lashiri, I think his name is, his last movie, but War, which I heard really, really good things about, but it was kind of like a spy, terrorism, anti-terrorism kind of movie. I wasn't really vibing with it, but the problem still stands. There is still very hard to get to Pakistani content. Netflix has not invested at all in Pakistan, which is a real damn shame. There are lots of movies in Pakistan that have come out that I've not been able to watch. I want to really watch Mahira's previous movie, Superstar, which I still haven't seen because I don't know where it's streaming. And you end up watching it on, on YouTube, where it doesn't have subtitles or it has ads in it. And that's not how I want to appreciate, a Mahira experience. I want to get a full Mahira. And I'm hoping that, this can give it to me. And I'm really excited to it. If any PR people are, listening to this, send us, your PR stuff at youpodcasting@gmail.com. I want to promote the crap out of this movie. I'm totally biased. I'm super excited. One thing I do wonder is what you were mentioning. I don't know if Maula Jatt needed to be remade. But I do think it has a hold on the Pakistani psyche that no other movie has necessarily. So I think that that's what a remake does, right? It holds a property that has some sort of relevance and then elevates it. And I think the team that is involved in Maula Jatt is really going to elevate it. It looks amazing. One thing I do wonder is this going to be like a straight masala action movie, or is it going to be kind of a study on masculinity and the toxicity of it? I hope it is a bit of the latter. I hope it is.
I don't think so. Like from the trailer, it seemed like a very straightforward masala action movie.
I wonder. Like I think, Bilal Lashari, him and also Asim Abbasi. I think both of those filmmakers are trying to do something new in Pakistani movie and content and TV, and I hope that they can deliver. But it's kind of like, it's hard, I guess. I think you need to do the proper masala, dishum action to get like box office. But I think it might be interesting if they sneak something a bit more into it. So that's my hope from Maula Jatt, at least. It's going to be out in UK cinemas for sure. And me and Sujoy, we're going, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Great. What else did we watch?
I'm back.
Well, we definitely need your help.
I'm there to help people. In the past, matchmaking was easy, but it has become tough for me. For some clients, since years I'm working, and still they are unmarried. Namaste, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And when they come to me, they have a lot of criteria. They want everything.
Probably just like cute, nice smile.
Did you? Oh, Sujoy, you watched a little bit of Indian Matchmaking, right?
Yes, I watched the first episode of second season, and I have not watched season 1.
Can I, first of all, before we get into it, Amrita or Sujoy, have you been in this kind of arranged marriage situation, like ladka dekhna, ladki dekhni situation? Have you ever been in that, like you personally? Sujoy,
I plead the fifth.
No, the fifth. No, the fifth. I want to hear. Like you can talk in vague terms, but you've been in that situation, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Amrita?
No.
Never? Who would dare, right?
No, like my dad basically, like anytime somebody would call up and be like, "Ladki dekhne hai," anything, and my dad would be like, "Off."
Really?
Like, don't do it. Yeah. My dad's not like that. My dad doesn't play like that.
And have your friends been in that situation, or they've been in this ladki dekhne aana, like in the
I think like one of my best friends from high school had an arranged marriage, and that's basically what.
And is it a cultural thing? Is it more like this kind of setup is done more in the north than in the south, or does it happen?
No, everybody does it.
Okay,
everybody does.
But like, if you're saying in terms of if we had a Sima Aunty as such, or a marriage bureau, that hasn't happened. It's more likely in my society where I come from, it's more likely a relative of a relative or something like that. Most likely it's a nosy auntie rather than
it's somebody that you know, basically, who knows your family and is like related to you somehow.
What is this obsession with making women sing, though? Like, I've seen it, like, obviously we've seen it in movies, so I thought it was just like a movie thing, but it happens in Indian matchmaking where, like, one of the guys is presenting his, like, wife to his friends, not even to his parents, and she's like, "Yeah, I heard you sing really well, can you sing a song for us?" And then she starts singing, and then I actually left the room because it was so embarrassing I couldn't watch it.
So I don't know about this particular scene, but like I do know that there's been like over the past like 10 years or so, there's a whole like little thing of like, basically like housewives who learn to sing. And then like they do like this, like Diwali ki party hai, and then they'll do like a little mushaira kind of a situation. And it's usually like Hindustani classical, like that's what they learn. And then it's usually, they're singing something like Aaj jaane ki zid na karo, etc. Like I have noticed that. I don't know what that is about, but I think they think it's classy.
Right.
I don't know what it's about.
It would be fun if it was like, okay, I'm gonna sing a song. This is my original composition. Like, just start getting into it. Hilarious. So Sujoy, man, with your personal experience, what did you think of Indian Matchmaking season 2?
Well, I've only watched one episode, disclaimer, and I completely hated it. I felt like I was, I had flashes of being hostage to that situation, I don't. I've seen so much chatter and online buzz about this season as well as previous season as well, and mostly from. I think Western crowd who are getting to experience what it is to be in an arranged marriage and the whole Indian marriage situation. I'm not. I don't think I am the ideal audience for this. I'm totally okay with not watching the rest of it.
And did you watch season 1?
No, I didn't.
Amrita, did you watch season 1?
No, I didn't.
You skipped the whole thing?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So I didn't watch season 1. I ended up watching all of season 2, and I honestly didn't hate it. Like, I didn't hate it. Like, I think I had a very kind of like a bad image of it after season 1, especially because you hear so many hot takes and so many think pieces about it. Mm-hmm. I thought the show was okay. It was fine. And I think it has this good mix of people that you end up rooting for. There's like, a sick character in it. Ashnil, I think he's called. You kind of root for him. You want good things to happen. You have a girl named Viral, I think. You want good things to happen to her. She seems like a very pleasant and nice person. But there's other people you just hate from the bat, and I don't understand why they keep coming back. Like there was the whole debate last season about Aparna, and she's back in this season too, right? Yeah. And then she wrote a book, and she was like, even now she's constantly on TikTok talking about how they edited her badly and how, she's been mistreated and this and that. And I mean, my thing is watching this whole season is like, people have way too high of an opinion of themselves, all of us are ugly, and we should give ugly people a chance, If my wife hadn't given that ugly person a chance, we wouldn't have been married, Like, I'm all for giving ugly people a chance. And I think people should do that. And that's my conclusion of Indian Matchmaking season 2. But no, it's funny, man. Like, you are embarrassed as a man watching this, though. Like, as a man, like, I would never want to be put in this situation. Although I think I would excel in this situation. Like, I think I would be awesome as come meet the family kind of thing. I would rock it, because I'm great with aunties, uncles like me, and I'm super hilarious. But I would not, the women would not like me because it's just the situation it is. But yeah, you do feel like, what do these men want? Like there was one guy, I hated him, man. Like, he was like he went on this date with the girl. No, not a date. It was like an arranged thing. And he goes with his brother and his sister-in-law with her to meet her. And then after was like, yeah, I don't feel any sexual vibes from her. I was like, you're with your brother and brother. Like, what vibes was he supposed to give, man? As he was like a perfectly nice girl on his level. He should have given her a chance. And he's like, no, she's not. But clearly he was saying she's not hot enough for me. And he's like an uggo. Like, he's so like, not from only the outside, but also from the inside. He's like an ugly person. And that was like, yeah, like, I don't know why these poor women have to go through this for our entertainment. So, but I think that's just a problem I have with reality TV as a whole. Why am I watching these poor people like, I don't watch like Britain Got Talent and all of these shows, because there's always like one kind of like mock candidate on it where they all make fun of, and I just don't want to watch that, And but I think next season she's going to be in London, actually, Sima Aunty. So Joy, man, time to
my resume to Sima.
No, your biodata. It's biodata, apparently. That's what it's called.
सब कुछ नहीं मिलेगा, compromise करना पड़ेगा.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so that's. I mean, it's not as bad as I thought, and if it's like on the background, I guess it's fine. I think. I wish you guys had watched it more so we could discuss it a bit more, but
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't want you to sit through it, Amrita. It's not going to be your thing. I think that's it for this episode for our, right, Amrita? Are we correct?
Yes.
Yes. So that's it for this episode for our non-Patreon listeners. If you are a Patreon listener, surprise, there's more content for you. But I think let's wrap it up for here. Amrita, where can people find you online?
You can find me on Twitter at AmritaIQ.
Sujoy?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at 983K, and you can follow the Khandaan Podcast on TikTok and Instagram at Khandaan Podcast.
I'm at Asim Bernie. You can drop us an email at upodcasting@gmail.com. And if you were a Patreon listener, you would be listening to our review of Darlings and a catch up on the Coffee with Karan episodes that we didn't get a chance to watch. So if you do want to listen, the link is going to be in the show notes. Sign up. You can become a patron from $1. So that's pretty cool. But thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back with a new episode very soon.
मेरा नाम है हमजा शेख मैं बदरुनिसा शेख का शौहर हूँ मैं अपनी बीवी से बेहद मोहब्बत करता हूँ लेकिन मैं उसे छोड़ के जा रहा हूँ
Hey darlings, you mad you, I love you.